writing, acting, producing, that it may be.
So Ruchikaa, you come from the house that has actually created the television revolution, and you're also in cinema now in a big way. You all did some great edgy films in the past. Now, where do you see yourself in the 20s? And how do you see Balaji, both the telefilms, I know you're only with the motion pictures, how do you see that evolving?
So to start with, I think as a studio, Balaji's always been genre agnostic. We've done a Dream Girl, we've done LSD, Ragini, Veeredi Wedding. I mean, it's as diverse as they come. And the big realization I think now is that there is an audience for every genre. The size of that audience differs. So when we make a film like Dobara, which is going to be in theaters 2 months from now, with Anurag Kashyap, we're very aware there's a certain audience that holds him in high esteem that will definitely come into theaters. Then we do a film like Equivalent 2, which is an out-and-out mass action entertainer. So I think we're very clear when we put material out that the expectation of that material is to service the people it's meant for. And in the last 3 years, there's been huge consumption for content, and it has definitely changed the scales. Television, I still believe the penetration, the power that it holds, which is why I think Balaji is Balaji for the last many decades, is because we talk to every Indian household every single day. Mr. Arif, who's right here, who's done some fantastic work with Tarak Mehta, we continue to kind of get that wheel churning. When it comes to films though, the fear now is people have lost the urgency to go to a theater. Because the accessibility of Netflix and Amazon and every other OTT app is so simple that the need to spend that kind of money to go into a theater, which 3 years ago was a habit, is going to be a challenge. But I think now as a studio going forward for the next few years, we're very sure that there'll be certain genres that will kill it on films. Case in point, Bhool Bhulaiya has done so well. Jug Jug Jio continues to do well, and at its core, they're family films, they're comedy films, they're humor films. So what that has kind of thrown at us is that India now needs to be escapist when it comes to theaters, which is something that happened maybe a decade ago. From doing realistic cinema in the last 5 years, there's just so much sadness. We've just come out of something that's been pretty challenging. So theatrically, definitely it's a time for escapist cinema. That's the way we read it. But when it comes to digital, when it comes to television, we're wanting to push the boundaries. We're wanting to tell really edgy stories because I think that's our DNA. And I keep telling people that, in one house we talk to your mother-in-law who's watching, Kyuki Saas or whichever, Kasauti, whatever show we're airing. We're talking to the youngsters. When we're streaming now, we've done a film like Paglet last year, which was hugely successful on Netflix. And we continue to tell stories like Dream Girl for a theater audience to come in. So I feel as a content studio, we just need to kind of alter what genre we play with, the kind of stories we tell. And I think while everyone does have the mobile in their hands and internet has huge penetration, no matter how far we go with technology, at its core, everything comes down to story, idea and story. And no matter where you consume it, what platform, the story has to resonate with you. So I think going forward, the plan is to tell stories meant for each audience in a language they understand, in a platform that they have access to, and hopefully, create this revolution and be part of it.
Thank you. Arif, no, you're two